Disclaimer: the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Broadcasting beyond borders, the message of the truest tribe of coaching entrepreneurs and independent service providers from the Philippines. This is Coach Shaun de Joya for Integrate. Now, season 2 here at Think Talk Broadcast, the flagship community project of coaching Think Talk speakers from Life Coach Philippines and members of Coach A coaching community. Workforce management is about managing people and ensuring that the right people are doing the right things at the right time. Now, in cycling, you need to also ensure that your bike and the things around you, like the cars, the motorcycles, and the people in there, and the road that you are in the right place so that you can reach your destination safely. What are the lessons that you can learn from this too? Well, I'll be back shortly with my guest, Jhocson from Santa Rosa, Laguna. Welcome to the live streaming of Integrate, airing every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. And in this show, I want to help married men going through life transitions by helping them gain wisdom and knowledge from successful men who have navigated through adversity by turning it into opportunities for them to create a loving and safe space for themselves and also for their family. This show showcases the stories of men who took control of the driver's seat of their life by developing strategies and tactics, by integrating their experiences, their talents, their skills to model them that allows them to respond in a positive way through their emotions, which is associated to adversity. You know, at times we undergo a handful of challenges from our work, from our finances, from our relationship, from our marriage, our business, and also our disability. And I want to be able to help you out in here, gain a deeper understanding of how you can start navigating through this so you don't go into the same, experiences that other people have went through. You know, most recently we've learned about the wisdom wheel mental model, and most of the problems and all of the problems that we have, there is a universal problem in there, and we can find solutions in there. And I'm going to help you out in here with this show. Broadcasting beyond borders from Pasig City, we're now on the first day of October in the year 2022. I am Life Coach Shaun de Joya. I'm a professional certified life and mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. I am also a Master Coach Apprentice of Master Coach A. I am a public speaker, a coaching entrepreneur, a mental model collector, a husband, a father, and also I'm a human being. I emphasize that because at the end of the day, in everything that we do, we need to make our everything that we do relational, not transactional. I coach people to develop their next level relational leadership. So if you are someone who's looking for elevation, your relationship leadership, then that is something that I help out. Our mission here at TikTok Broadcast is to get closer to our kindred and serve better our coaching tribe. And what we envision is to be the go-to network for content that connects with the mind, heart, and soul through the platform of life coaching. And by serving in the digital space, the change that I want to see is to stop generational trends. I want to stop that by educating men through lessons of adversity so that they're able to think, feel, and respond better in their own little way. My guest today is Brian Jhocson. He's a cyclist who attends a different, goes to or travels to different locations to enjoy the scenery and conversations. He has been married for 15 years to Ampi, and they are blessed with 2 children, Toby and Sophie. He is currently a WFM professional or workforce management professional like me, who, leads a team to solve complex problems, resulting in an efficient and productive workforce. Let's welcome Bri in the screen. Hello, Bri.
Hello, good evening.
Yan, good evening everyone. O yan. Brian, thank you for joining. Thank you for saying yes to this show. Di ba in the corporate world, Brian, pag nagmi-meeting tayo, we commonly introduce ourselves yung typical, di ba? You say your name, what role you're in, how many years in the industry, what industry you support, and all of those things, di ba? Sanay na tayo dyan. Kahit nakapikit tayo, alam na natin gagawin yan. Eh.
Yep.
Pero challenge kita, no? If you're going to introduce yourself to someone who doesn't understand the industry that you're working with, which is the BPO industry, paano mo i-introduce yung sarili mo sa kanya?
Okay. Hirap niya na. Pero yeah, I'll try. Paano ko i-introduce sa sarili ko sa workforce management?
In the words that someone who that doesn't understand it in any way.
Parati ko diyang example is Jollibee. So, there's a reason why there's only one person at a cashier on a dead what do you call this? Ipatay na oras. Sorry. Diba? So, kaya natin nilalagay yung isang cashier lang doon kasi walang tao. Pero during the high volume, which is yung usually breakfast, lunch, and dinner, naglalagay tayo ng more than one cashier kasi there's expected volume. So just like in workforce, so we have to have the right people at the right time to take the orders, di ba? In a simpler sense.
Yun no. Kaya pag minsan pupunta kayo sa fast food chain at parang kulang yung tao doon at nabibisit kayo, may kulang yun, Brian. No? Kulang sila sa capacity planning. Hindi sila nakapag-schedule na maayos. Brian, my introduction for you talks about a cyclist. Pero prior to that, you tell us a story of where it began for you to have a hobby of cycling. Ano bang meron dyan sa cycling na yan?
So it's years and years ago. It started in 1991, would you believe? So an uncle of mine bought a mountain bike. It was new back then. Nobody have even heard about it. So nakita nung dad ko, bumili din siya. Then nag-enjoy yung dad ko, binili din niya ako ng bike. Hanggang lahat na kami nagbabike, yung uncles ko, go out every Sunday. Doon nagsimula, and then eventually we opened up a bike shop in Capitolio.
Mm-mm.
So doon din lalo yung yung passion namin for biking. Isa kami sa mga first bike shops actually in Pasig, in Capitolio. So after that, hindi na nag-stop yung namin for me personally. Sila kasi nag-stop na yung uncle ko due to health reasons and all. But me, I haven't stopped biking since 1991. And, yeah. Ang sarap eh. Iba yung iba talaga yung feeling when you're out there on your own, especially. So, yeah. Kaya, yan, masaya pa rin. Bike pa rin.
Yung biking.
Wearing, so,
yan o. Biking yan, no? I can relate with you of going in there kasi different yung experience ng biking, Brian, because you have full control. Eh. You're in the bike, you can navigate through it, you can go places, whatever you want to go, and you are in the zone. Ang tawag ko nga dyan eh. Going through this before 1991, what are the activities that you do before you went into biking? Like, ano yung mga activities mong ginagawa nun that allows you to be in that state in which you're able to focus yourself into one activity or one thing that you do?
Ang dami kasing dami akong nag-exposure pagdating sa sports. I played badminton in high school. I also played soccer. Dami kong pinagdaanan ng sports, pero yung biking talaga really I think yun yung pinaka naging mahal ko sa lahat ng sports. Yeah.
Yun talaga yung biking. Anong yung specific? Like, what specific feeling do you get when you go on a bike ride?
I feel at peace. Iba talaga yung feeling. It clears your mind. That's why I do it at least once a week. I'm even doing it more now. I think I bike like 2 to 3 times a week now after shift. Just to clear my mind. Ang sarap ng feeling. Like, I actually tried listening to music while biking.
Music.
it just messes up the experience of yung peace and quiet. And I'm sorry, I'm basing it from experience na nandito kasi sa Nuvali. Iba kasi in Manila. Sa Nuvali kasi it's walang kotse masyado, walang traffic. You're just hearing the birds and yung lamig, yung tawag dito, yung hamog.
Yeah.
Iba yung ang sarap na experience na ganun. And just to share lang, there are trails kasi in the valley. I got to discover it myself. Nobody thought about me the
Yeah.
where those tracks are. Pero I discovered it myself. Pero ang sarap ng feeling pala na nandun ka first. You're the first biker on that day kasi sagap mo lahat yung yung tawag din yung cobwebs.
Oo.
So yeah. I can't explain the feeling. It's the same feeling when I ride my motorcycle din. That's why I do both. If you notice, diba, I
Yeah.
post din yung
Oy.
ganun, rides ko on my own. And I rarely do group rides. Personally, I'd rather go on my own kasi wala akong iniintindi. Wala akong iniintinding kasama.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even plan my bike rides. I just go out the door and I plan along. Ganun lang ginagawa ko kasi I don't want to stress myself anymore any longer than kung ano na yung di ba na ano na yung stress mo na sarili mo during the shift. So I just go out and just okay, so, dito ako pupunta, dito akong coffee shop naman or whatever. Then I discover places that I really don't see. Tapos ang sarap ng feeling, like ang sarap pala ng kape dito, meron palang kapehan doon na masarap. Tapos may
Nakapag-explore ka. Oo.
Yeah, nakapag-explore ka on your own. Ang sarap ng feeling. And when you get home, you just feel it's a good reset, for the day or for the week.
That is great. Before we continue, we have people who's joining us. Yan si Coach Tim, may better half. Coach Arnel, yan, from the southern part of the Philippines. Yan si Coach Nords na naman from the northern part of the Philippines. So yan, tinatag din nila yung mga friends nila para makapanood. Bri, who is Bri Jhocson growing up? You shared a while ago na you like that feeling that you're able to go through, the journey, and as most often than not, mas gusto mong nag-iisa ka na, that you're able to, take care of yourself and navigate through it. Sino ba yung si Bri growing up as a child? How did you grow up?
How did I grow up? I grew up looking up to my father. Dun siguro ko nakuha yung love of cars and traveling and just basically driving. I remember myself watching yung feet ng dad ko when pressing the clutch and the brakes going home pag sinusundo ko from school. That's what I look at kasi hindi ako nakakita pa from the dashboard . So doon ako nakatutok sa okay, parang ganun pala mag-drive. Kaya it was so easy for me to learn how to drive.
Yeah.
Dali akong tinuruan ng dad ko na makadrive. Even he was surprised na parang, okay, it took me just a few days at natuto na ako mag-drive kagad on my own. So yeah, growing up, yun, ganun. Yeah, just looking up to my dad siguro. That's it. Kaya siguro ako mahilig din sa bikes. Nagmo-motor din kasi siya actually before.
And then for those who's joining, si Bri, by the way, kasama ko to sa we kind of created a motorsport group where we go to Subic International Raceway at nagkakarera kami ng mga auto doon. So yun yung emphasize ni Bri on the love of biking. For driving and also traveling. Bri, yung biggest influence ng tatay mo sa'yo, if you can remember that now, specific to how you're taking a look at your travels when you're riding the motorcycle and bicycle, ano yung one thing that you can remember about the wisdom that your father shared to you?
Siguro na pick up ko sa kanya is being stepping back during situations. Just relax and take it one step at a time. Don't rush into things. Siguro yun yung pinaka nag-embed sa akin when it comes to handling situations. Kasi he's been really calm, and I'm more calmer than him, I may say. So yeah, yun yung siguro yung na-pick up ko sa kanya growing up, which is still I'm applying until today. So chill lang ako, as what my friends tell me. Parati akong relax, hindi ako, what do you call this, hindi ako nararattle. Um,
Oo.
at times, yeah. I mean, sometimes, but most of the time I don't get rattled. So.
It's something that ano no ako naniniwala ako, especially in the work that we're doing, patience is something of a virtue, and it's something that needs to be exhausted and practiced at all time. Kasi pag hindi ka patient, nako no, kung saan ka pupulutin, di ba, pati yung mga kausap mo
Yeah.
kung saan pupunta.
True.
Bri, let's talk about ano the work that you're doing currently. You're working in the BPO industry for of a Fortune 500 companies who's offering global services and consultancy work. Pero alternatively, having a BPO industry. Pero prior to you joining, kumusta ba ang work experience ni Brio Jhocson? Ano ba yung pinaka enjoyable dun sa work mo at ang pinaka naman na challenging dun sa work mo?
Are we talking about the whole working experience or just BPO? Okay. Siguro the most enjoyable was when I worked with with Hanna-Barbera, or sorry, with Toon City. By the way, Toon City is an outsource. Yun yung actually una sa mga in-outsource natin from animation industry in the US. So they were producing, or they were actually creating the animation stills for Tarzan TV series. I don't know if you're familiar,
Oh,
but
wow.
it was TV series back then. I was one of the in-betweeners that worked for them. In-betweeners is kind of like an assistant to the animator, kasi animators are the big, sila yung medyo mataas na position. In-betweeners is like, you're basically, it's literally in-betweener. For example, if you're doing, the animator draws a perfect hand like this for Tarzan, and then the other scene would be the close hand already. It's my job to draw the transition from open to closed. So I think that's one of the enjoyable jobs that I had. I wish I could go back, pero medyo saturated na sila. But yeah, it's still there actually. Kilala ko pa yung, andun pa sila ngayon, pati yung mga dati kong boss. Most challenging, info page. That was my first contact center, call center siguro na masasabi natin. Kasi ang hirap nung ang hirap mag-jot down ng messages for the company. Ang pangit nung system, ang pangit nung computers. Tapos ano pa ba? So yeah, I can't remember much, pero yun yung isa sa mga challenging work experience ko.
That's beautiful, no? Transition ka from being an in-between, and this is an animation siya, di ba? That is something that you do as animation.
Yep.
So animator, you are an animator back then.
Yeah, prior to being digital, kasi ngayon digital na eh. Pero back then,
ka talaga paper.
Yeah, it's actual drawing.
And that, how are you using that right now? From you started transition and you're now in the BPO. These learnings that you have, paano mo nagagamit tong skill na to sa trabahong ginagawa mo ngayon?
Marami actually. First one is the process. There are steps that you have to follow definitely. Kahit ano namang work, diba? So the next one is double checking before submitting your final draft. Double checking, making sure kasi nung naging animator ako or in-betweener, yung first few months ko, ang daming bumalik na binabalik sa akin ng supervisor ko yung papers. Na parang, may mali dito, here and there. Okay, so yun pala yung yung mali ko. Nagmamadali ako kasi I wanted to get as much slides as I can in a month or in a cut-off kasi per page yung bayad back then.
Yeah.
And I was even fortunate enough to work at home. I wasn't required to go to the office back then kasi kilala ng dad ko yung actually may-ari. So Yun, isa sa mga perks. So, yun, I had to step back. Parang, okay, huwag kang magmadali. More of quality than quantity. Siguro yun yung
Yeah.
doon, lesson doon.
More on quantity and quality, more on quality than quantity,
Quality
no?
pa.
It's something that we really need to do, and I think in the BPO industry you would see that time and again that's something that needs to be focused or attention on how you do your work. May magandang tanong dito si Coach Tin, if you can draw an animated picture of yourself, how will it look like daw?
If thanks, Coach Tim. If I can draw an animated picture of myself, siguro, I would love to go back and draw myself 20 years younger.
20 years younger, oh. Ano meron sa 20 years younger? Anong
Yeah,
relevant at
I mean,
significant doon?
siguro kasi college days, in high school days, di ba, I mean, personally, I would love to go back to college. Saya kasi ng times na yun, di ba? Especially high school. So, yeah. Kasi after
Wala
college,
kang
wala.
iniisip.
Ano,
Wala kang iniisip ngayon, may allowance ka, and so on and so forth.
tapos ang
And
mali yung subjects mo.
mm, the, the college days that you have, Bri, if you reflect on that today and who you reflect on that during those time and who you became today, how was just that journey like for you? Kasi di ba may mga life-changing moments tayong experiences, di ba? That allowed us to be the person that we are today. Ano yung pinaka-transformational journey mo in that, from that college up until today? Ano yung significant na nagbago sa'yo?
Significant na nagbago. Can't really recall, sorry. Medyo nagblanko ako doon. Siguro importance of time.
Yeah.
If ano sana, if I would if I would be given the chance to go back and go to college, go over again. Siguro yung time, I took more than enough time in college. But dapat hindi ganun katagal. So yeah, I think that's what applied to me right now. The time, importance of time. Not just for me, but
Mm-mm.
for others as well. So it goes both ways.
Mm-mm. And the time we're talking about here, the time that you invest on something that is worthwhile ba, or is it something that's different for you, or um how you see the value of time?
Siguro, valuing time for me and for your parents as well kasi they're obviously paying for your tuition. So medyo,
Mm-mm.
yeah, nakaka-guilty in that part. Going back na parang, I could have done it pala in, a lesser time, not extending anymore. Alam mo yan? So, na parang, okay.
Nakailang years ka ba, Bray?
Huwag natin alamin. Okay na yan.
What's funny, because when I was in college, 5 years kasi yung course ko, no? Pero may mga subjects doon na medyo hindi maganda yung naging result ko. So ang ginawa ko doon, mag-summer na lang para mahapon. It's still fortunate that I still finished the 5 years. Pero to your point, syempre binabayaran ng parents mo yung di ba, yung expenses mo doon. And it's something that you wanna continue to enjoy, and invest on to fully leverage on that. Brian, fast forward today, you've experienced all of this things back in college. You wish that you have the time, you're able to put value in the time that you have now. Yeah, kumusta ka after college and now working, and you are now in the BPO industry working in there. You've been there for the longest time already. How is the experience like to you? Like for those who's joining right now, and for those who's interested maybe in going through the taking their luck in the BPO industry, ano ba yung pinaka-challenging bit of that experience? Especially kung meron tayong mga joiners right now na parang nakikita nila gusto din na magtrabaho sa workforce management.
Yun nga, again, as I've said, I took my time. I shouldn't have taken my time. I could have enjoyed it after college din. I mean,
Yeah.
having fun. Um, it's better na matapos mo na siya agad. It's better that you take off the responsibility from your parents as early as possible. Kasi sayang din eh. Sayang yung time and effort nila. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I regret it. But now, kumbaga, ibinalik ko na naman sa kanila.
Yeah.
I am proud to say that I wasn't able, I didn't ask any monetary assistance from them when we got
Mm.
married.
Yeah.
I saved it up for myself, me and my wife. We didn't ask any money from them, any assistance. And
Yeah.
I think siguro yung um, ang pinakamagandang gift na nabigay ko sa kanila to date. So yeah,
Yeah.
going forward, yun na yung parang naging ko na, yeah, tinuturo ko sa kids ko na, hey, importante yung time.
Yeah.
You just play around all the time. You have to be serious din. But balance din at the same time. So,
Yeah, and I totally agree with you, no? Especially for the parents out there, the dads out there. Going through high school and college is something. Minsan kasi, di ba, Brian, naisip mo lang naman na, oh, okay naman, dyan naman yung parents natin, they will support us in our journey. But eventually, you'll realize that as you grow old, eh. And this is the reasons why I created the show, because I wanted to start educating people on the decisions that they're making. Now, there are some things, of course, when you say good or bad, it really depends on you, di ba? Kung if that decision is something good or bad for you, you are the one who's gonna be able to make an assessment on that. Pero yung beauty of it, kasi may learning tayo eh. And I wanna emphasize on what you've shared about the learning na natuto ako. Yeah, I wish that I could have done better, di ba? I could have done more. Pero it's something that you learn. It's something that you're able to gain an acceptance and acknowledgement that, hey, ito sana yung ginawa ko, but I'm here right now. I'm doing the best that I can for me to be able to create a better life now and tomorrow. Kasi yung past naman natin, Bri, di ba? Wala na yan eh. Tapos na yan. It's a memory, and it's twofold lang naman eh. Either you appreciate it or you be grateful for it. Yung dalawa kasi, yung most often than not, some people regret doing those things. Pero that is actually a good, the stories that we have from the past is a very good example of how we can further improve the next generation. You have 2 kids, and your kids will be able to, follow you, mirror you, and as you continue along in teaching that, na-realize nila, okay, sige, ito pala yung kailangan kong gawin. Ito pala yung mga i-change ko sa conversation ng anak ko. Ito yung mga tinuro sa akin ng tatay ko, nanay ko, medyo hindi effective sa akin, and I will change that. And it's a wonderful feeling, and it's a wonderful moment na, okay, may natutunan ako. So, i-change ko yan sa mga anak ko. And I think it's something that's powerful for everyone. So for the dads out there, for the fathers out there, kung may pinadaan naman kayong similar, maniwala kayo, yung valuable na yan, super valuable yan. Kahit sabihin mong hindi maganda yung experience, eventually you're utilizing that to create a better space for you and also for your children. Brian, we're gonna take a short break, no? But before we go on the break, I want to focus our attention towards our work, no? Especially for those people joining or currently in the BPO industry, in the call center industry. And we know how challenging and stressful and pressured the environment is for them. If you're gonna share to them a story of adversity that you've overcome, I wanna focus our attention here after our break. Ano yung isang gusto mong ituro sa kanila? One thing that you went through an adversity in the workplace in the BPO industry, and how is it that you're able to overcome that? So before you share that, magbe-break muna tayo, and we're gonna have that conversation, because I want to emphasize that to other people that adversity is something that you go through, pero pag naiintindihan mo kasi kung ano yung mga habits and behaviors mo from the past, and you can integrate that to your now, you can be able to better respond in the situations that you're in and also in the future. So we're just gonna take a short break, get some water and coffee in there, and we'll be back shortly.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag and drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag and drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.
All right, and we are back for the second part of the ninth episode of season 2 here at Integrate, brought to you by the Cup Republic, the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines, and our home of professional certified CACC life coaches. Meet our coaching tribe at the Cup Republic. We're located at Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets. That is in Capitolio, Pasig City, and you can come in there for dine-in or visit our coaching hub for coaching services. That's between 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So close na sila ngayon, but tomorrow you can drop by here there at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. From Saturdays to Thursday, we're closed on a Friday, just to allow the space to rest and the people to rest in there. But for the rest of the days, we're open. You may also join us for the community nights event happening every single day, daily from 7:30 p.m. onwards. Join me tomorrow. I'm gonna teach you about creativity. Kung kayo po ay nawala yung creative genius nyo and you felt that that's something that you are not wanting or not able to leverage on because of a lot of different things. Maybe you got married earlier. Maybe your work is demanding you not to use your creativity in that aspect and mostly use your analytical skills. I invite you to join me tomorrow for Comfy Sunday, Sunday for Life with myself, and I teach about creativity. I've realized when I was growing up, one of the things that I've lost in there is my, gift for drawing. But because of a bad experience that I had, I had to let that go. But I realized back in 2018 that that's something that I have innately. It's just that I was not able to develop it. And I want to help you out develop that back again. If you're going to see my timeline, I'm starting to draw in there to practice myself and to be able to share to the world that, hey, I can do something, artistic. Every Monday, that's Coach Tin. Walk Along with Coach Tin talks about relationship. Now, if you're someone who wants to reignite and, elevate or level up your relationship with yourself first and also with your spouse, your children, and your loved ones, have a conversation with her every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Group Tuesday is all about habits with Master Coach Jasmine. Now, if you're someone who wants to create or break free from the old habits that you have and infuse in their good habits, Purpose Group Tuesday will allow you to have the necessary mindsets, processes and perspective that you can change for you to be able to do the things that you want to do. Purpose Wednesday talks about, away on the day with Coach Giselle about purpose, your true north. Where are you going? Where are you heading? Is that something that's not clear to you yet? Want to clarify that? Have a conversation with her every Wednesday. And Strengthening Thursday, Coaching for the Soul. I've been attending this for the last 4 years, and I tell you, this has allowed me to heal my soul, to be able to stay more connected with my emotions and appreciate it because it's something that's so meaningful that you're able to feel the human inside of you. And of course, Five Saturday, that was a while ago with open mic with Coach Orville, where you can sing and do a spoken word in there. Last week, I hosted this when Orville was on leave, and I tell you, it's a powerful journey. You also get to talk to the life coach and just take a look at things in perspective as you sing. Our coaching hub is also an events place and a venue of choice for face-to-face and classes, training, and private functions. Please connect with Coach Giselle at 0917-586-1661 for inquiry and reservation. If you are one person who desires to experience transformations in the area of health, wealth, and relationship, then I invite you to join us inside the Be Learning Society as one of the mental model collectors with full access pass to the monthly mental model masterclass of Master Coach A. That is exclusive for Be Learning Society members only. And, last Friday is such a wonderful experience. We were able to learn the wisdom wheel mental model. Na may ganun pala, you can leverage on the universal problem, the way that we're problem solving. And I've realized this na, tama nga pala, we can easily do that. Rather than doing things on our own, we can allow people or tap people to help us solve our problems. You don't need to do some trial and errors in there because that is a total waste of time and effort. We can start learning from other people who went through the same adversity and solved that. The Be Learning Society is the tent maker of the Be Learning Homes for mental fitness, and on top of the food and beverage discount we enjoy from the Cup Republic, the Mental Model Master collectors will also benefit for a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So join us here and start making the same change. This initiative is also an opportunity for us to create that facility that will help individuals who are looking for a safe space for them to start healing. Think Talk Broadcast is powered by Rise Up Creatives Worldwide, the social commerce turnkey solution provider that helps entrepreneurs and business owners to leverage the power of content marketing to provide value, improve engagement, and increase revenue with just the investment of 5 minutes every single day. Visit www.riseupcreatives.com to learn the benefits of a lifetime members like me and discover how you can rise up and be creative in growing your business. Let's welcome back Bri in the screen.
Hello.
Yan, Bri, thank you. Yan, before we took a break, I asked you a question, but before we do that, we're gonna play a little bit of game, no? I call this the 7 rapid fire questions. So,
Oh,
lang tayo, enjoy lang tayo, laro lang tayo dito, Bri. Answer it the best that you can, no right or wrong. Just play around with it and enjoy the moment. Are you ready, Bri? 7 questions.
game.
Okay, sige. Question number 1. No? Would you rather have more time or more money, and why?
More time.
Why?
Because with time, you can have more money.
Ay, maganda yung sinabi mo. Yes, we have more time. You have more money. Maganda. Question number 2. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Pause button. I like observing muna from certain standpoint like
Perspectiving ang
yeah.
tawag dyan. You
Yep,
like to see things in a different perspective. Beautiful.
Tama.
Question number 3. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future to meet your great-great-grandchildren?
Future. Past is past.
The future is
The future is better.
better. Something that you can still work on, di ba?
Yes.
Thank you. Question number 4. Yan. Would you rather get rich through hard work or through winning the lottery?
Hard work. Iba yung feeling that you worked for it instead of
Yung pinaghirapan.
spoon-feeding. Spoon-fed.
Agree. Parang hindi naman nakaka-enjoy yun, no? Question number 5. Would you rather hear the good news first or the bad news first?
Bad news first. Kasi I wanna end the day with the good news ko ba.
Para naman maganda yung ending, no?
Tapusin natin yung bad news.
Oo. Question number 6. Would you rather be your own boss or work for someone else?
I'd rather be my own boss. Yeah.
Sarili oras, no?
Sarili mo.
Last but not the least, would you rather be known for your intelligence or your good looks? Gandang tanong to.
Intelligence, of course. I'd rather be known for that.
Maganda pa rin yung ano. Kasi pag, sabi nga nila, pag tumatalino ka, pumopogi at gumaganda ka din daw.
It will follow, di ba?
It will follow. Yan, those are the rapid fire question. Thank you, Bri, for playing and being a good sport. Yan, going back to my question a while ago, I talk about yan, BPO industry na yan. And thank you, Coach Jana, for joining. The BPO industry, ano yung pinaka experience mo dyan sa BPO industry? What are the things that you've learned in there? And what are the most challenging adversity that you had overcome so that you can teach other people in the space, Bri? Para alam naman nila kung paano gagawin nila.
Siguro pinaka-challenging ko is, honestly, I was a yes man during the early years of my in workforce. Yes na ako ng yes. Yes, boss. Yeah, okay, boss. Yes. It got to an habit. It got into the habit of just going by the day and just saying yes every day.
Yeah.
And then eventually you realize then you're just dumbed down already. You're not progressing anymore. You're not learning anything. It becomes robotic. Yun yung nagiging problem. I came to that point and realized na hey, yes na pala ako ng yes, pero sabi ko sa sarili ko, kailan ako nag-yes sa sarili ko? Wala na pala. Wala na pala akong yes at time sa sarili ko. So doon ako I turned it around from there and learn to say I guess no sometimes. Kasi, diba, hindi naman tayo pwede yes ng yes parati. You have to say for example, if there's a specific request or deliverable that you really can't commit on the specific date, then give a reasonable timeline, di ba? Based on what your capacity is on doing deliverable, di ba? So yun yung siguro naging turnaround point ko. After that, it's been, I guess, good. It's not perfect, but it's certainly better than before. Yeah.
Yung pag-yes ng pag-yes. Madaming ganyan, no? For those of you joining, that is a pitfall in the corporate world. Di naman lang na in the BPO industry, no? In the corporate world, when you continue to say yes to other people and you fail to say yes for yourself, yan talaga yung challenge. And it's common a decline, di ba, on your performance kasi hindi mo na nagagawa yung mga important things. You focus too much on the urgent things and that's eating so much of your time and also your energy, di ba? Bri, kasi energy pwede din yan, nagta-transfer ka pa rin ng energy. And if you're not able to utilize your talent, your skill towards the work that you're doing, then nakaka-drain siya. Bri, growing up, yung pagiging yes man mo, saan mo nakuha yan? Did you get that from your parents, your dad, your mom, or the influencers around you?
Siguro I believe it was with my grandmother, as far as I can remember. She's the kind of person that she's really this. She's not really quiet lang siya, yung grandmother ko. Doon ako lumaki. So siguro yun yung naging influence ko. Kasi I was really quiet also as a kid. I really didn't talk much. I was just saying yes, okay. Ako yata pinakamabait ng apo na experience nila. As in, wala akong naging problem. I wasn't a brat or hindi ako nag-iiyak whatsoever. As I just was quiet the whole time. Kahit sa mga parties, even my birthday. I remember vividly that I'm just on the corner, saying yes to my titas, hello, hi, ganyan. Nakikipaglaro naman ako, pero I guess I was the meek kind of kid. So, yun yung na-pick up ko with my grandmother siguro that I had to change. Kasi she was the kind of person na hindi na makikipag-argue even though tama siya. So, she'll just let it pass. Na parang it seems that okay, pero siyempre if you look back, mali, di ba? You should have spoken about it or you should have at least fought about it, diba? Fought for it. So, yun yung
You could have spoken your thoughts and your ideas about it for them to be able to understand how you were feeling, no? See, yun nga yung challenge dyan eh, and then your inability to express our thoughts and ideas. I want to emphasize that, Brian, no, everyone who's joining. Kasi yun yung nagiging challenge, no? In the corporate world, at times we feel that us speaking up, it's something that is a disrespect to your leaders or whoever is the person higher than you. But the reality is, and I've experienced this time and again, people would tell you that, hey, if you have an idea, if you want to say something, say it. Of course, at times it's not gonna be a good experience because syempre magre-response back naman yung tao. But yung clarity of that conversation allows you to clarify how you feel, and so also you won't be in a space in which sana after, 'di ba, sinabi ko to, sana ginawa ko to, and so on. Walang mga what if the scenario, that you're able to just do something about it. By going through that experience, no, you shared a while ago na, oh yan, yes man ka lang, and so on. Ano yung breaking point mo? Like, what was the breaking point for you to say na, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna change this, and I'm gonna start focusing on myself because kailangan ko na ibigay sa sarili to. Kasi lahat na lang ginagawa ko, binibigay ko sa ibang tao. Ako naman, ano yung tipping point mong yun?
So two things. The first tipping point was that actually three na pala. But the first one is I lost time. I was just working and working. I wasn't spending time with my family anymore. I was even sleeping at the office. So it came to that point.
I hear you.
Diba? You know, it trickled down to the team. Siyempre, if maximize ka na dun sa capacity mo, eventually you're gonna get help from your direct reports, diba? And then eventually they're gonna get tired as well. So that's one of the few tipping points. And siguro yung last is that yun nga, you're doubting yourself already. You don't have any confidence at all kasi you're just saying yes. Anything that you think of that might be, like, say you have an idea, you immediately stop yourself actually before you saying it. Kasi you're already thinking ahead of time, ay, hindi magugustuhan ni boss to. I just rather keep quiet. So it gets into an habit and it's really gonna get bad eventually. So that made me realize talaga na I have to change this very soon. So, yeah.
Yun yung tatlong tipping point yun, no? Ano yung ginawa mo? Like what is the thing that you've done na say, okay, I'm done with this. I'm not gonna do this again because if I continue to do this, this will affect me, affect the people around me and my family. What have you done? Ano yung isang action that you said, I'm gonna do this now because this will allow me to change the future for myself and for my family?
Siguro the one thing that I did is go back and refresh myself with the workforce management. You know, the whole process, the whole thing. Kasi honestly, I kind of got lost with the processes and the formulas and all the basic stuff in work.
In basics,
Go back again and just redo the whole thing. Kasi alam naman natin, di ba, in our industry, numbers talaga will back you up. So, yun isa sa mga ginawa ko. And kasi I realized na whoever you are talking to, whether it's a boss or a client or whoever, as long as you have the right numbers, you're good. Diba?
Yeah.
So, yun.
And that's a critical part of it na basics and emphasis for everyone, no? If you're going through a tough time right now, you're going through some adversity, some challenges, and you can't seem to get out of it, yung balik lang sa basic would allow you to do it. Would allow you to just go through the principles and the concepts that you've utilized that has worked for you. And that's something that you can start asking yourself. Bri, going through that journey, who's the biggest influence in you? 3 people that influence you or supported you in that transition. Kasi malaking transition yan, di ba? Hindi naman yung basta-basta yung, I'll do it on my own, then everything will be fixed and so on. Who are the 3 people that, has helped you towards that transition?
Well, actually, friends in the workforce management industry. I reached out you first. One of the first people that I reached out, diba? If you remember, we had that conversation years ago.
Yeah.
Um, Second, of course, my parents, and lastly, my wife, who's been very supportive of what I've been through, especially during the pandemic. uh, yeah, sila yung mga ano ko, sila yung mga naging anchor ko, helped me throughout.
Nakatulong. Significant support in there.
Yeah.
And,
Of course,
naniniwala.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Of course, I went to the church as much as I can, just prayed.
Thank you kay God. Prayer works. Yan. Of course, in prayer there's action. Yung iba kasi nagpe-pray.
Yes.
Wala namang action na ginagawa, 'di ba, Bri? So in action. In everything that we do, ako naniniwala ako that we cannot succeed with our endeavors or on our own. Yeah, you always need someone to support you with either, a loved one that you have, a mentor, your boss, a coach, sino man yan. As long as you have someone that you can talk to and reach out to that, hey, I need help, I need support. This is why I'm going through it. And that requires a lot of courage, Bri, di ba? Especially for us men. I mean, we're not taught na dapat isolve mo yung sarili mong problem. Yun yung teaching natin, di ba? Dapat malakas ka, dapat di mo iniisip yan. So, all of these expectations. And unfortunately, it hits us on the way that we see ourselves because we try to do something that we know we don't have the current capacity to do it. And it puts us in a space of overwhelm where it moves us affecting our mental, our mental health and the way that we think. And, kung kayo, nasa situation kayong ngayon na ganyan, seek for help. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. And I want to emphasize that constantly to everyone, especially for the men out there, na don't quit. Diba, huwag ka mag-quit. When I say don't quit on yourself. Yeah, minsan kasi, di ba, Bri, yung ibang ginagawa nilang, okay na, wala na akong magagawa eh. Ganito na lang, by the way na lang ako. But that's affecting you. That's affecting you as a human being. That's affecting you as a man. And that's affecting you as a leader of the household as well. So, huwag mong bitawan. May tutulong naman sa'yo. Pero, have that courage to raise your hand and seek help because that would help you a lot. Bri, my show is called Integrate. If you're gonna define integrate on what you've shared so far, what we've learned from you, what is integrate to you?
Good question. Integrate. Siguro how do I answer this? I guess just like what Coach Shaun said, huwag natin kinkimin yung problems natin. You have to integrate someone, something into your life, especially when it comes to yung adversities natin, challenges natin. Babahan natin yung pride natin. We just can't, there are some problems that we really can't solve it on our own. We really need to get some help either way outside of our, I guess, bubble.
Space. Yeah.
Yun. I guess that's how I would say it.
Yung critical part doon yung going outside of our bubble. Minsan kasi nag-i-stay lang tayo din. Bawal overstaying. Ayan. Labas-labas din pag may time. And ginagawa mo naman yan, nagbabisikleta ka, di ba?
Yes.
It's something that you do. Allow you to see things in perspective. But of course, critical aspect of that is, find someone as well that you can have a conversation with so that you can hear yourself. Kasi yun yung opportunity din natin to improve na have a conversation with someone that has, a higher way of thinking than us na may natututunan tayo at nakikita natin, ito pala pwede kong kunin to, pwede kong matutunan, pwede kong implement and practice. Bri, the show is called Integrate, and this video, this will be in the digital space for the longest time, and you have kids, no ba? Your kids will eventually grow up, they will have some a job or work or maybe in a business in the future. If you're gonna leave them 3 tips on how they can start creating a loving and safe space for themselves. Sila muna. Kasi sabi mo nga kanina, naubos yung oras mo sa sarili mo, binigay mo lahat eh. And that is called safety and care for you. If you're gonna teach them 3 tips, gonna give them 3 tips on how they can start creating that space ngayon pa lang, a loving and safe space, ano yung 3 tips na ibibigay mo sa kanila?
Three tips. First is uh, give time importance. Second,
Yeah.
I guess, would be I cannot emphasize this enough, pero yung courtesy. Give courtesy, outright courtesy to anyone. It really goes a long way. Um,
Yeah.
the third is siguro, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. You can't do it as much as you want, but you really have to. I guess again, going back to what you said and what we discussed earlier, you have to have someone to talk to about it. Just let it out. Um,
Yeah.
diba? Kasi iba yung perspective nila. You might see this on a different perspective, pero may nakikita rin sila na hindi mo nakikita. So, yeah.
Mm. Yun yung nakuha ko dito. Be kind to yourself. O, di ba? Minsan
Be kind.
words. Be kind. And there's one influencer who talks about that we need to encourage people to be more kinder to themselves. More more than other people. Sa'yo muna, because if you're kinder to yourself, you start being kind to other people as well. And for the fathers and the dads as well, I tell you, we are the biggest influencer of our children. If you want to understand why other children out there doesn't have the courage and confidence for them to speak out, it's because of the influence of the parents, and especially for the dad. Doon talaga kinukuha, Bray. Alam mo, doon kinukuha, Bray, yung confidence ng mga bata sa tatay talaga. So speak up. Speaking up is something that would allow your children to say na, okay, I don't need to be conformed to this world. I don't need to be conformed of what other people is expecting of me. As long as I'm able to do the things that I want to do and I enjoy it and I'm happy and I'm not hurting anyone and I'm kind to myself, I will do it. So do that. Make the change. Have a conversation with other people. Explore opportunities. Take a look at things in a different perspective. Sabi nga ni Bray kanina, malaking bagay yan. And it will change you the way that you see yourself. And I tell you, sabi ko nga yan, it's a freeing feeling. O, di ba yun yung sinabi mo, Bray, pag nag-drive ka ng bisikleta, parang it's so free that you're able to just enjoy the moment and appreciate what life is, and also expectant of what the future will hold for you. All right, maraming salamat, Bray, for sharing your wisdom. Thank you very much for a wonderful story. I'm sure maraming nakapulot ng lessons dyan. And it's something that is really worthwhile. And for everyone's joining, if you are someone who's going through some adversities, have a conversation with someone. Isa lang, give yourself permission to talk to one person. Just share your thoughts, share your ideas, share your emotions and feelings to them. Just allow it to flow. As you continue to do that, and would you feel if you need help and support, just message us here, and we'll be happy to help you. Okay, Bri, we'll see you later sa back of the screen. Maraming salamat for joining, and thank you everyone for supporting Integrate. And whether you are joining us live or watching on a replay, please do leave a comment in there and share your thoughts and insights. Share it. As you continue to share, you're also able to educate people. Please don't keep us a secret. Share this in your timelines. Share it in your space or your page. Let's help serve more people in the digital space by circulating this link. I also like to speak to all of the dads and the fathers out there who are unsung heroes of the global workforce. Thank you for what you're doing. But right now, there's a lot of competition ongoing in the working world today compared to back 10 years ago. And there has never seem to be a never-ending need for us to stand out in the crowd who are tirelessly pursuing success. Yeah, minsan nakakapagod na. But the reality is, the great resignation comes the great opportunity for every worker to start building their wealth and becoming their own version of CEO, even while you're still being employed. If you are someone who has the talent, you have the skill, like si Bri, may talent siya for drawing and you have a knack for it, and if you want to restart it but you don't know, you feel na parang I'm too old for it, let us help you. I'm inviting you to embark on the journey of becoming a coaching entrepreneur like me. Connect with Coach Giselle at 0917-586-1661 as we help you map out your success as a certified co-active co-create life coach. The CACC certification program is an international CPD accredited course with 40 CPD units, and CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning with lifetime access, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live virtual coaching bootcamp with senior coaching team. The program also comes with a done-for-you coaching program, so you don't have to look for any other programs in there. It's there available for you, and you can start coaching and earning. And this is a great way for you to jumpstart in the second fastest growing industry in the world today. Life coaching is truly a 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains, thereby increasing their relevance in an increasingly complex and dynamic business environment. Join us on the next batch on October. That's going to be on October 15th, 22nd, and 29th. Call Coach Rizal now at 0917-586-1661 to join us in this miracle profession. I would also like to invite you to join us and watch the other shows hosted here at TikTok Broadcast. Please follow, subscribe, and engage in our social media account at TikTok_TV on Twitter and Instagram, and TikTok Broadcast on YouTube. And give us a review. We would appreciate that as you continue to review. Give us a review. You're able to connect with other people and connect with more people in the digital space. For partnership, we're open for that, and also collaboration. Please connect with Coach Rizal 0917-586-1661. See you on the next episode of Integrate. That's gonna be happening on October 8th, live here at TikTok Broadcast. Maraming salamat. Your one coaching thought for today talks about time. Give time to yourself, because time is something that we need to have first before we can give to others. As we continue to give time to others, it loses the essence of our ability to enjoy the moment. Sabi nga nila, paano ka nagbibigay sa ibang tao ng oras kung ikaw nga wala kang oras sa sarili mo? And as you continue to invest on your time, as you continue to invest on yourself, you're able to develop yourself, you're able to to know yourself better, so that you can develop yourself to become a better person. Lahat po yan, di ba? Yung oras na yan, dapat nauuna po sa atin. Kasi kung binibigay mo sa kanila, ang binibigay mo yung oras sa kanila ay tira na lang. O, di ba? Hindi siya in excess. You need to overflow first of giving yourself the time, the attention, and also the care that you needed, so that you can create that safe and mental space for you to be able to be thriving in the things that you do. Love heals, safety saves, be inspired for change. My show, Integrate, is to rally all of the men out there to rise up and lead the charge for change. Naniniwala po ako na ang lalaki po, yung father of the family, head of the family, can create that change for their family and the future generations. It's time for us to ignite the mental abilities of the hearts of the men by starting to heal, by teaching the valuable lessons that we're doing right now, so that you can start integrating your mind, soul, and spirit to finally start to live, love, laugh, and learn and live a legacy. Yung legacy na gusto mo, hindi yung legacy na in-state ng buong mundong ito. Pwedeng gawin yan. It's possible. And here we can help you out as you journey along. This is us in the Philippines. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is Coach Shaun de Joya, broadcasting beyond borders to advance life coaching worldwide. Love, bam, boom. Da, bam, boom. Da, bam, boom. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again next week for another episode of Integrate. Bye-bye.